Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I am Coco Hummingbird. I am super behind in these with this 8 twin flame reading. This reading I am going to do for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I kind of, set the spread up how I wanted to do it. I started shuffling. I was going to do it all laid out off screen, but then something told me like, no, just, do it as you go. So I'm going to start with the current energies and environmental influences. Then I'll do the feelings, the future actions, the effects on the connection or the collective, and then the outcome and advice. In each one, I was just going to do like a card for divine masculine, a card for divine feminine, and like kind of clarify as I felt called to. But I feel like I also need a card for like the relationship. So maybe some of you are already together, or maybe I guess the relationship card would help us understand how each individual's behavior, action, thoughts, feelings, etc., is affecting the overall progress of the union. Okay? All right, now that I've gotten that spill out of the way. So first of all, I always check the overall energy at the bottom of the cards. And we have the Ace of Cups, which it's kind of like duh, with twin flames, of course, we have this unconditional love with each other. But I feel like along with that love, there is a lack of expression of it. There could be a fire sign in the way of some of you all coming together for some of the situations. So like your divine masculine, I'm going to say DM or DF. So your DM could be, or your DF could be dealing with a fire sign, and they could kind of be a blockage alongside the obstacles that are naturally occurring within the connection between the two of you. They could also be slowing things down or kind of causing things to be at a total standstill. Even though there is some healing, I feel like taking place, some of you have reached a point of, kind of being like, okay, bygones are bygones, I heard. Let it be what it will be. It is what it is. Let go and let God, I heard from somebody. Um, but it came off nonchalant and careless at first, but I think that soon, if it hasn't already taken place, it will be viewed differently by your DM or your DF, whomever is the one who kind of needed to heal and let go in that manner. It'll be viewed as, you opening up, and this will kind of ignite the two of you wanting to work on manifesting things to become um, basically abundant. For some of you, a union, a family, a new beginning, things like that. There's a lot of growth I feel like coming, but it's just you have to watch for the illusions and the expectations that you guys. It was 444 when I said that too, so someone needed to hear that. Watch for the illusions and the expectations that you all have set out for this connection, because sometimes things don't go the way we expect them to or the way we want them to, because our thoughts that are a reflection of our expectations or our desires sometimes, cause us to take certain actions or take on certain characteristics or behaviors. And that can cause us to basically change something that was already on a good path. I have instant ashes everywhere. But let's go ahead and get started. So first we have the divine masculines, current energy or environmental influences. And we have the Three of Cups. So I feel like right now, for the divine masculine, there could be a desire to just be focused on fun. I heard family and I heard friends. So the three F's. For some of you, your DM is currently just focusing on, trying to enjoy themselves, trying to smile through the pain. I heard trying to be happy, trying to make the best of what they have coming towards them or what they have going on in their life right now. They could have a lot of women around them. Some, it can be in the capacity of an intimate relationship. For others, I feel like it could be family, children's mothers, moms, grandmothers, cousins, aunts, things like that. I don't know why I didn't hear sisters, but I'm sure some of them may have sisters. But they could just be surrounded by this energy of um, light, but they don't really feel it. I don't feel like the DM is in this card. Whether your DM is a feminine or a masculine, I mean, like in the sense of a male or a female, I just feel like the divine masculine is not showing up in this Three of Cups card. They are surrounded by this type of energy, and it's affecting them by kind of keeping them from going. I feel for someone keeping them from going to the dark end or the dark side. Star Wars, I guess. Like it's kind of keeping them a little balanced because they're feeling kind of heavy. Um, that's how do I want to clarify? I feel like something is telling me take this card. Okay. And so alongside that energy, I feel like they are trying to come out of this stuck feeling. This feeling of not wanting to move too fast, tired of having to fix things after they've broken them, tired of having to explain to people why they did it, what they meant, you know, and they could just need to be working on self love right now. There could be a very, very heavy, like I said, energy within them because I think they feel like they can't get it right. So they're trying to work on self love and like a belief in self, um, trying to overcome the repetitive misfortune, the repetitive need to like I said, find solutions to problems. And I feel like if if they approach this energy the right way, this Three of Cups energy that's around them, there will be some growth. They will be able to overcome some obstacles. It just depends on, I think, how they view themselves by the end of this process that they're going through. Now, for others, could it be them trying to deal with you and someone else? Yes. But I feel like more so than being malicious with this, I feel like they're doing it because they want to kind of make the right decision. So they're kind of stuck doing nothing and just kind of answering your calls, you know, and kind of calling you sometimes. And then the other person, you know, like, of course, they feel a connection with you. So it's going to be hard to disconnect from you if you guys are twin flames. So they interact with you, but sometimes, you know, twin flame journey can get rough. So they may interact with you and then, you know, turn around and interact with someone else who they have a lighter connection with, it seems, but ultimately they don't feel as strongly, I feel, about that person as they do about you. And they just don't want to make the wrong choice or the wrong decision. So they're kind of just trying to focus on going within and, you know, figuring out what love means to them, what's the best approach, and how can they avoid causing hurt or misfortune on anyone, as well as attracting the wrong person to them, making life harder. They don't want to make life harder. Okay? The Divine Feminine has the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I feel like right now, with the energy around the Divine Feminine, there's this feeling of intense miscommunication. I feel like the Divine Feminine is feeling like no matter which angle or approach she takes, she's having a bit of a weird week or month, if you will, with communicating with others. So she's going to this place of, I feel like, and I'm saying she, I'm going to say she and he because that is what comes to me. And you just apply it to your situation as you need to. Of course, the DF can be masculine and the DM can be feminine. It just depends on your connection and where you guys are currently. but I'm going to go with what feels comfortable so that I can be as open as possible to the messages I want to get out. All right? And that was 11:11. Okay. Um, so I feel like, yes, the feminine is just experiencing a bit of, I heard a ruckus, but just like not chaos, but just like discord in her communication realm. So I feel like she's kind of closing herself off, kind of staying a bit isolated, biting her tongue a bit, and only speaking when it's really pulled from her. Yeah, and this can kind of be making her feel a bit trapped. She doesn't know what's the right thing to say, what's the right thing to do, how to present this to that person or that to this person. It's like she feels a bit like she can't be herself, so she has to be no one right now, if that makes sense. Kind of like ghosts. Also, it could be some air signs around her who may be causing her some type of toxic energies or guiding her to toxic behaviors. Um, Air signs are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Um, Also, she could just be trying to work really hard because in her personal situation, these type of things are happening, or this could be happening around her work situation. So at work, it could be hard to like communicate with coworkers, maybe trying to pitch some things, but people aren't receptive to them, and then someone else says it, and it's like they take it. Just a lot of miscommunications, and something around business. For some of you, I feel like you're just, kind of keeping your head in the books, going to work, working overtime just to avoid dealing with your personal life and the miscommunication issues. And for others of you, I feel like it could be the miscommunication happening at work, and it makes work uncomfortable even more, and it kind of leaves you feeling stuck and trapped and not knowing what to do. But I think things are going to turn around soon. Just, you know, make sure that you do things in a respectful manner so that honor is always available to you, so that recognition of your hard work and your dedication is always available. Whether this is with the business side or with family, it's one of those things where if you stay respectful, say what you have to say, and don't really go dark with it. Just let it be what it is. Whether someone disagrees, whether they want to argue now, whether they hang up in your face, just stay on your high horse, kind of, and things will turn around. Someone will notice that they were kind of being a jackass. So things will turn around. And then let's see the current energy of the relationship or the collection, the collective, sorry. Also, I think a retrograde. We're around a retrograde time right now for the end of July, so things could just be a little tougher than some of us would like it. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there is growth, as I said, on the horizon. There are some changes that are going to take place for you guys as a collective. As abundance grows, as um, certain blessings and opportunities are acknowledged and presented, I feel like you both will continue to evolve and transform in the connection, and will start to open up to reconnecting with one another if you were previously together, or to connecting with each other in the sense of sharing things, not just material, but also things like feelings and emotions and thoughts and ideas. Um, what'll help get over the feeling of needing to hold back is, like I said, letting go of those expectations so that there are no illusions, and allowing the universe to guide how you guys go about coming together. It's fine to reach out. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, but just don't reach out with expectations. Reach out open to where your partner still has that free will that the universe gave them. Your twin flame doesn't feel pressured to be a twin flame, doesn't feel pressured to talk to you or say certain things. You can reach out and they'll receive it how they're meant to receive it at that time, and things will go from there. Okay? All right. So next we have the divine masculine's feelings. Oh, the Two of Cups, the divine feminine's feelings. Oh, okay. Justice, the world, and temperance in reverse. And then the overall feelings of the collective. This could be in the spiritual realm if you guys have not reunited or, united yet. The Emperor. Okay. There could just be, like I said, major healing taking place right now between the two of you. And it's around love. You guys are trying to get yourself back to a place where you can offer love and receive love openly. You can build a foundation in a relationship with someone without doubting them, without questioning them. You're trying to get back to a place of feeling light when it comes to emotions because there was some hurt in your past that took place that I feel like kind of tries to block this. Yes, with the Two of Cups and then the Queen of Cups, I feel like currently the divine masculine is feeling the love from the divine feminine spiritually, I have to say, first of all, but also a desire to want this certain type of connection and love with someone, a desire to build a relationship that has never been um, in his life, I heard, or like that he's never had in his life. And wanting to open up to someone in a way that he's never been able to. I feel like there's a really strong, intense love between the two of you. But once again, this can be seen as three cups. So there may be someone else, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, around your divine masculine who is kind of a blockage, but who is also helping the divine masculine to awaken to the possibility of this love. This person may make the divine masculine feel very successful or supported. They may make him believe that it is possible to trust in other people once again. So even though they may feel like a blockage, this person, for those of you who are experiencing this Three of Cups type of thing, this person is necessary for the connection because this person is helping the divine masculine to open up to love again. Even though I feel like the person is a karmic partner. And so the highest form of love that he will ever reach, I feel like if it is meant for those of you to unite, is with his twin flame, you, the divine masculine. I mean the divine feminine. But yeah, there is the possibility for the divine masculine to ground himself by going through those lessons that he goes through with that karmic partner. Time wise, I feel like this could go on for 5 months. For some of you, it could be like 28 days, 30 days, maybe like 1 month. For others of you, it could be 2 weeks. But you have to be very careful as well. Don't pressure, don't push, don't force because you don't want the trust to be messed up. Just let things flow. Be kind of a friend, be a support system from afar. Send love through your heart and, through your spirit. And the divine masculine will receive it and move forward as need be. This person, like I said, is helping though. So don't be mad. Even though it sucks, guys. I know it sucks, right? If you want to be with that person, you know they love you, you know there's a connection. There's no doubt about you knowing there's a connection. But you have to watch them or hear about them or see, or your Facebook stalking them and you see that they're with somebody else. It's really hard, I know, but you're going to learn self-control and some other things, lessons that you need to learn from this. And they are going to learn things from this. So allow it to happen. You have to trust in fate and destiny. You can't just trust in a spiritual connection of the twin flames level, like a very intense, like the twin flame dynamic is very, it's something amazing to believe in or to know exists once you realize you are one. So you can't just believe in that and not believe in other amazing things like fate, destiny, perfect timing and things like that. So just find that balance and belief, okay?